I'm back. I'm back. Hey, I'm back. Finally, how have y'all been? How did y'all enjoy the last week? What have you been doing? Mm-hmm. So, hit the like button as you come in. Let me let Instagram know that I'm back because I've been kind of on there for the last week or so, and I just wanted to say I'm back, y'all. Um, so let me take a quick reel. Hey, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Huh? It's been a while. I'm out. Out of YouTube jail. I'm back, y'all. Come find me on YouTube. Okay. Sorry. I was trying to post something for Instagram. So, how did y'all enjoy the last week or so? I think everybody knows that something happened. Thank you, ASMR. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ascending. So I think everyone felt that something happened. How are y'all? Mm-hmm. So at this time, there's a lot of stuff going on spiritually, and I think a lot of people who were talking about certain things were censored for the moment, and that's fine. I understand perfectly why. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, you know. So, what I learned in my week off was so much. It was like eyes opened all the way, like bam, like I thought eyes opened all the way, or most of the way, still opening, but all the way. Like I went from what I knew to knowing way more just in 1 week. So I felt like a major change occurred and within me, and I feel that I see way more, understand way more, can see people way more. I like see people for who they are way more. Um, understand a lot of words way more. And let me tell you, it's deeper than y'all think. Okay? It's deeper than you guys think. Everything that you touch, every business that you go to, everything is almost, mm, I don't know. It tells you what that company represents and who they work for. You know what I mean? Okay. Um, just by the logo, the name, the spelling of the name, the colors, da 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 da. So I've been recently signing a lot of like contracts to do with like banking and stuff like that. And I noticed that the wording on those contracts are very, very interesting. The wordings on contracts are very interesting. When you sign any type of contract, you're basically signing over your name, literally your energy. So I was doing something today where I had to sign a contract, and I was noticing the words and the address and the name of the street that the address was on, and I'm like making sure I'm reading this correctly because it's too coincidental, and there's no such thing as coincidence. But as I read through it, it was basically for my benefit. Thank you, Veronica. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it was basically for my benefit, even though it was for something else. But the trick wording that they use also works for or against you, depending on who you are, right? So I made sure that I was reading that correctly. And I'm like, okay, well, as long as it's benefiting me and not, doing something against me, then I'm good. But that's how I read contracts now, because it's like all of a sudden, just I could decode on a even deeper level than I could before. I know how to break down what words really mean, and without even, mm, it's just like a light went on. Almost, I would just say that it's like a light went on. And I think a lot of people experience that as well. So I know a lot of people have, and they can probably tell you about it as well. Okay. So, um, you feel the upgrade too? Yeah, I've had light sensitivity since a couple of days ago. That's why I don't have all the bright lights on me, because my eyes can't take, like, it's just too much light. Um, and I think it's because when when that shift occurred, something turned on inside of a lot of people, and their light from within is really bright. So the light from the outside is adding to it. That's what I feel. Um, I also feel that my daughters also experience the same thing. And when I look back on all of my life and decisions and people that have entered my life, it all makes sense now as to why they are there. Some of them don't even know why they're there, but I do. So it's really interesting. hmm It's really interesting. But that light, um, that light sensitivity is going away. But it was there for like the first two days, and this is like the third day. So I'm pretty sure it'll be probably gone tomorrow. But there's so much that y'all don't know, and if you knew, you'd be mad. Okay, if you knew, you'd be mad. That's all I can tell you. Some of y'all know. I can tell the ones who know just by how they um, comment. The ones who don't know, sometimes it's best not to know, right? Those of you who found out, you lost taste and smell for a few weeks. Wow. You said, haha, I know. So, and people will trick you. Like, I've had so many strange phone calls and offerings that I could, you know, I'm like, no, I don't want that. And if I did say yes, I was like distracted, and I took it back. I'm like, no, never mind, forget it. Because a lot of people are offering free things at this time, and it ain't free. So there was this one chick on Instagram who offered me some type of service or whatever, and I was like, that might be cool, or that would be cool. And so I looked at her page, and I saw her doing these rituals, and I knew what the rituals were, and I'm like, you're not slick, baby. It's like, she's not slick. A lot of people will offer you free stuff and then don't respond or don't charge you or something like that, or offer you a coupon. So be very careful at this time. Just gonna tell you, don't take nothing free right now. Okay, y'all know. Don't take anything free. I got something offered free to me today while I was in a meeting. They interrupted me. That's how bad it is. So all those phone calls that y'all are getting, those bots, hang it up. There you go. Um, and it's not really voodoo. It's far beyond that. It's like just way deeper than that. Y'all know. So it's almost like if you accept something from them free, then you owe them later, later, later. You know what I mean? And it's almost like an invite inside of your body, or an invite inside of your mind. I'll say that. So when I saw this girl doing this ritual, I already knew what it was because I read about it a while ago, and I'm like, and look, I don't want no part of her because she was not leveled up and she was ugly and disgusting. So no, ma'am. At least be on my level. If you're gonna try to make some type of deals, be on my level. So I canceled that out quick. Like, yeah, mm-mm. Like I would never. You see a stimulus check. It's like despise the free lunch. Exactly. Okay, so I was out and I was at this meeting and this right by a Starbucks. And we were sitting outside because the inside was closed, right? The lobbies were closed and I had to do some computer work. And so this dude came up to me and he was like, "Oh, do you know what a medicine ball is?" And I'm like, "No." "Well, it's this drink and Starbucks gave me two. Do you want one?" And I'm like, "No." And the person I was with was like, "No. Are you sure?" I'm like, "No." I saw his necklace. He had a bunch of, symbols and stuff on it. I'm like, "Nope. I don't want your medicine ball." Right. No free stuff right now, y'all. Anyway, also a lot of stuff that, let's see. There are people that aren't who you think they are, and there are people who are not what you think they are. Some people are for your benefit and some are not, even if they look like and sound like that they are good people. And that's why you have to learn how to understand wording. Um, because I watched something and the idea and the mundane meaning of whatever that they were talking about is good. But on the other side, it's a trap and it's bad for whoever participates or, whatever. So this is the tricks that they use on you, and it's sad because you don't know and you're constantly being reused and recycled in this life and in the spiritual world. Okay? So y'all know I'm just trying to tell you. Um you said the wolves are dressed as up in sheep's clothing now. And some of the sheeps are dressed up in wolves' clothing. Okay. And some of them are werewolves. So if you understand that, if you understand that people aren't who they say they are sometimes, perfect example, all the presidents and that's why they call Biden president elect, because there's two people. President is one who presides over. Elect is another type of person. Okay, so you have two people in one. And also, the whole ship arc, warship, that whole thing is just certain people's energies inside of your body, certain that can assist you or take over you or help you make decisions or make you make decisions. A lot of the entertainment industry have what we call these energies inside of them. And whenever you see some of these celebrities disappear for a while or not seen in public for a while or saying they on vacation or something like that, it's because their other energy has taken over in their place. You know what I mean? And yeah. That's why he called him Sleepy Joe, because somebody else was speaking for him and being him. Right. And I think a lot of people um, don't realize that a lot of times people make these deals in order to have the knowledge of someone else to help them become successful. So, for example, if I wanted some knowledge or some energy from a certain scientist or musician or whatever, and they offered me their energy or whatever, we're gonna just call it energy, and I took it, then sometimes when I'm thinking or trying to create or do something, a thought might pop into my head that may not be mine, and it may be from that energy. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are doing that right now. And if you've seen a lot of the twin and a lot of the blue and red and a lot of the um, black and white type of symbolism all over Instagram and whatnot, that's what it is. That's what they're celebrating. The bi or di, the two as one. So now the two is one. Thank you, Mother Earth, sprinkle, sprinkle. So the numbers to watch out for when people are offering you something for free or price wise is 999. Do not buy anything that's 999. Okay. Just so you know. Mm-hmm. Just say keep the change. Did you see what the Israel Space Security Chief said about the Galactic Federation and aliens making agreements with us? Oh yeah, it's all supposed to come out right now. This is why YouTube let me back on, because now it's all supposed to come out. Thank you, YouTube. There is, after the shift, it's all supposed to come out. The people that witnessed things and took maybe witnessed things and were affected by things are supposed to expose them, and not expose in a, it might not be a bad way, but it might just be how they choose to expose them. And it's not something that, if every body will do. But if you want to help other people avoid certain things, you may say something. Okay. So time to December. Yeah, December. December. That means there's a lot of souls and spirits out right now looking for inhabitants, and they have disembered. And also that means, like, it's also that time for them to be expelled from you, and whether they can get a new host or not is up to them. Thank you, Terry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, the Jupiter and Saturn thing on December 21st is the first. It's going to combine together, and it's going to be the first Christmas star that we've had in 800 years. That's what the Christmas star was, the three wise men. It's going to be like the moon, I think, Saturn, and Jupiter. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The moon being the Holy Spirit, the Father being Saturn, the Son being Jupiter. Okay. The Christmas star. The three. And the four, a lot of people have been talking about four, the number four, and you've seen a lot of green lately, right? On Instagram and whatnot. The four is all the energies and races combined. It's the Tower of Babel being rebuilt. It's a type of people that can carry all types of DNA in their ark, in their body. Noah's Ark is a body. An arc is a body that allows passage for other energies and people of all different energies to come through. Um, the missing tablets of the emerald tablets. And so you'll see the number 3 inside of 1, which is the fourth kind, the fourth kind. Um, y'all see that movie, The Fourth Kind? Okay. So some people are the fourth kind. And they also are able to go to and from this side and the other side. It's kind of like Neo on the Matrix. They can go in and out, Now, a lot of people think that a shift or a major thing, a big shift already happened, and a lot of people weren't aware of it. Okay. Because everybody was looking for December 21st, but it was December 2, 1. Okay. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed the major thing. December the 1st and December the 2nd is when a lot of things occurred that people were not expecting because they're waiting on December 21st. So, time, remember about time, it starts to move backwards, and it would be a 2 and a 1 instead of a 1 and a 2. So we've already had that major shift. What you're just going to see is now the alignment. You're going to see the alignment of the planets on the 21st. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. The shift already didn't went down, baby. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, how did y'all enjoy that shift? Because it wasn't the 21st. And like I always told you guys, there's nothing happening on the 21st. And it was on the 1st and the 2nd of December is when it all started. If y'all watch CNN, y'all see how crazy they're going? How crazy they're going about everything? It's because there's lots of energies that are not bodied. Y'all know that Megan Thee Stallion song, "Body, yada yada yada." It's about being bodied by an energy, and she says, present when I'm not there. I mean, she can be in two places at one time. She's quantum entangled. She's bodied, which means there are. She's like an arc that carries certain energies, and y'all remember that Beyonce song, "Get Me Bodied"? Get me bodied. Won't you get me bodied? And she was changing to all these different people. So, also the term crazy is associated with getting bodied with a bunch of different people. So you got, the Go Crazy Challenge, the Get Me Bodied Challenge. So y'all understand what that means, okay? Do y'all have any questions so far? Any explanation for the word savage? I see that everywhere. Well, I think that in those terms, it's like if you listen to the song, it will reveal itself. It's like classy, bougie, ratchet. That's 3 different personalities. Okay. You said Kali, Hana, Iana, Hathor, Inanna. So you have different aspects. Got different aspects. So, Meg is an Aquarius, the water bearer. So water represents melanin, or the eumelanated. Emojis have so much symbolism now behind them that you don't even realize either. So A lot of people are also putting secret information and casting spells on you. I don't want to say spells, but stuff on you with emojis that y'all don't even realize. I was thinking some cute pictures. So when you see like the crying emoji with water coming out of their eyes, that means their you melanated self is present and making decisions and ruling them from the top instead of being trapped on the inside of between other energies. If you see a lot of people with red on their heads, like red hats, red shirts, and white, that means they're under the rule of someone who is Caucasian. They make deals with them. Same thing, blue and black, green are the colors of, and yellow are the colors that a lot of people are wearing, and then the red will be at the bottom since the powers have switched. Yeah, the powers have switched. So now this is where it's supposed to be. Mhm. But everything is going to be for the best. I think a lot of people don't want all that stuff revealed because they've probably been doing bad things behind all the secrets and stuff. And now that a lot of people have um, started to reveal, whatever they're doing, their tricks can't work anymore. So your tricks can't work anymore. People aren't going to take stuff for free from you. They're not going to buy stuff or pretend or buy stuff that costs a certain amount of money, and they're not going to take your free junk that you don't want. Okay. That's also a reason for the masks because a lot of that energy is through mouth, through breath, through words and vibration. So it's also to help maintain what you already have within you to not be added to or whatnot. Well, you see a lot of rappers just go on Instagram. I'm trying to tell you, they post that stuff on Instagram as look, they feel that the masses don't understand, so they can't really be judged. But the people within the industry and a few people that are not in the industry, they know. And if you saw your favorite artist up there with certain things on, it just all depends on where they were at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Or what they like or what they like to work with. I'll give you guys a good example. Uh, and the best way to get out these energies, if you might feel like you have some and you don't want them, is to breathe and do a lot of exercise. Exercise them demons. You got to breathe a lot and get a lot of energy out. you know Sweat it out and breathe it out. Being on a vegan or vegetarian diet also, if there's something within you that you don't know about or maybe invited in and didn't know, um, being on a vegetarian diet allows um, whatever those energies are to control you less because you digest that food faster. And something like versus meat and dairy that sits in your gut for days and absorbs for days and days and days and absorbs toxins in your blood and absorbs those energies from those spirits within you. They will have control over you for longer periods of time if you are eating meat. So that's why a lot of people stop eating a lot of meat because they want to be in charge of themselves, and you may have unconsciously or unknowingly accepted something or someone or some type of energy inside of your body unknowingly. A lot of people were feeling like, oh, I'm not myself, or I just feel so sad and depressed, or da 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 da. It's because many reasons. A lot of energies were trying to hide inside of people for the shift because they weren't going to be able to shift with this new energy, this new frequency. So they hide inside of a lot of people. So if you look at Nick Cannon's Instagram, you'll see him doing a lot of exercise, but you'll notice he has on red, like he's trying to get rid of the red. He's trying to get rid of that red. And then on the latest picture, or the one I saw last, he's got on all black. And he said, he said, you can't talk slick to grease. That was his quote. You can't talk slick to grease. And that's what they call the double talk. I call it double talk, slick talk, special talk, coded talk. Because there's so much, the news is almost 99% double talk. If you watch the news, there's two different stories. Okay. And the sad thing is that once you know this information and people around you don't, it's like you want, it's like you think, it's like they want you to look at people as stupid who don't understand. And I'm like, if you just only knew. And for the life of them, they will not believe you because they're so brainwashed or just so ignorant. I'll just say ignorant, because you can't brainwash someone into not learning. I guess you can, but I will just say they don't even care enough to learn. There's something keeping them from learning, which I think is something that's probably inside of them, deterring them and distracting them from even caring about learning or knowledge. There's no knowledge seeking. There's nothing that wants to seek knowledge within them. Right. And so I'm like, and then they will even tell you, I don't want to learn. I don't care. That goes to show you that some people really are being imprisoned in their own thoughts. They can't even speak for themselves, because who don't want to learn something that is tricking them? If there was someone tricking you, wouldn't you want to know how to tell if someone was tricking you or not? When that came out of whoever's mouth, when that comes out of people's mouth, you already know that something else controls their mind. So you're just like, okay, well, I guess you're here to do my bidding too then. Since you don't argue back. It's like they're just You said not everyone is meant to level up. I know, I guess. I think well, anyway, you can't talk to these type of people anymore because y'all aren't going to speak the same language. So it's just going to be stupid conversation. That's why they always say you're going to have to leave some people behind, because y'all aren't going to even be able to communicate anymore. Literally, you can't communicate anymore with certain people because they're stupid or ignorant, or they don't care, or they don't want to know anything. And they will lead you into something that is not like that, is not good, but they don't know any better. So it's best just not to even bother talking with them anymore. How would you deal with family members that are lost cause, cut all ties? I mean, you don't have to cut all ties, just don't talk to them about anything. Just keep it simple. How was your day? Are you coming with us or not? Yes. Okay. What time will you be back? You know, basic, boring, stupid stuff. No in-depth conversation. Because they're not gonna understand what you're talking about. Just act right. Yep. You hate dumbed down relationships. I mean, I kind of think about it. I don't know. I don't even realize. I don't even know if I would want someone who knew the stuff. I think I'd just rather be alone, actually. Like, that's too much work. Yes, I know what you mean. My spirit can't be in the midst of dumbness. I know. But at the end of the day, they may wake up. Who knows? But I don't think that it has to be something that they want. Um, Truth is stranger than fiction. That's true. Do you believe in the Great Reset? I think it just happened, baby. I think it already happened. Um, on December 1st and December 2nd, and probably through on to December 4th. I think it already didn't happen. And I know Sasha, she got it. She got the upgrade, I for sure. Hmm. Well, I think my other daughter, Layla, got it too. And she's um a lot of people are feeling extra tired, but hyper at night, feeling extra energized, like smarter than usual. She came home yesterday and said, "Oh, I made 100 on my science quiz." Or what? I'm like, "What? Science quiz? 100?" Then Sasha came home. I made a 93 on my math quiz, and that's not like Sasha. So I knew something was up. I'm like, okay, that's good. And then she woke up like like started organizing. I made her do she's going to be doing all her laundry and organizing and stuff because it's bothering her now. Like, mess bothers. So I think it's right now. It's a time for people to start getting enlightened and start organizing themselves and getting stuff in order so that you can execute whatever you're supposed to be doing right now. Your boyfriend is provider, but he's depressing and big negative sometimes. How can I still live my best life? By doing your own thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, you don't have to do everything with him. It's sad that some people can't communicate with their partner on this level, but at the same time, it is what it is. Just allow them to be there for what they're really for. That's all I can tell you. Because somehow, some way, you set yourself up to be taken care of so that you can focus on other things, because that's your mission. You're not supposed to be worried about working. Okay, you're supposed to be worried about growing spiritually and whatever. Because some people will set in place someone who's not a distraction but who can keep things going while you do your thing. That's how I look at it. I mean, that's how I have to look at it. A lot of people saying that a lot of symptoms of the upgrade are, they're saying um, restlessness. Some people are getting headaches, but some people aren't. Just a lot of people have light sensitivity. Thank you, Rosita. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Profound thoughts, like just becoming like seeing way more colors, vibrant, more vibrant colors, seeing things that you never saw before, like how to break down words without even researching it. You just see words within words. You see words reversed and flipped inside of each other to get their real meaning. You see how people try to trick you are, there's just something around different people, and you can tell that they're not in your best interest. You can feel that. It's like psychic energy. Um, because as soon as that person, like, that offered that medicine ball approached, I could feel that it was bad. And I don't want to say bad energy, but I could feel that it was not beneficial. I'll say that. Not to me, I can tell that it was not beneficial energy. Um, and like, it's just weird. It's like just people, like, they'll like, you can just feel them now. I'll say that. You can just feel people now. I'm like, who do you think that man was with the energy ball? Just someone trying to do something. Like, it's not who they are, it's what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? It's not who they are, it's what they're trying to do, what they're trying to get from you or give to you. It's the medicine ball. He said he got one, but they accidentally gave him two. Do you want one? That was a link and a tie to the other person, you see? They're trying to link to you. They're trying to attach their energy to yours. They're trying to get in your arc, basically. Mm-hmm. He said, in this Rona world. Yeah, he says, I haven't even opened it yet. It's still, I'm like, I don't know what you did. You was in there. I'm out here. Shoot, I don't want that thing. Bye. Do I look sick to you? I don't need no medicine ball. I am a medicine ball. Okay, bye. So y'all have to do y'all's own research. Okay. Now is the time where it's time to wake up for real. Because like now is the time is y'all can't just ask anybody anything anymore. Okay. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You can't just ask, because that's what gets you in trouble. It's time to wake up for real. It's time to wake up for real. For real. It's time to wake up. Okay. If you ain't up, get up. Because if you keep asking questions, you're going to get told something and it ain't going to be the right answer sometimes. On purpose. You know why? Because people are not for your benefit all the time. They're going to tell you something. But at the end of the day, if you don't go get your own knowledge, if you don't run your own mind, they will run it for you. So all I'm saying is do your own research. If you want to know about something, go and become a scientist about it, like I did. Do I look like a scientist? No. But I went and read all this crap until I could understand it. I did the research. I went and looked up thousands of definitions because I understood that this is important. So what I'm telling you guys is now it's time to stop asking and start doing. It's action time, okay? No more questions. If you have fingers, if you have a voice, you can Google it. Okay? And I'm doing this for your own good. For your own good. I'm just telling you. It's for your own good. Because if everyone gives you the answer, you will never seek it for yourself and you will never get the upgrade. Okay? So you want that upgrade? Start researching. Okay. Then you're not doing something right. You need to figure it out. The thing is, if you don't know how to Google, you don't know how to search, you don't know how to ask the right questions. That's the problem. You're asking the wrong question. Now you have to figure out how to ask the question. If you can't find anything, look under something else. figure out how to find it. This is how you learn and level up. This is how you advance so that you can receive something to see far beyond what you can see now. And I think if you know how to ask the question, if you don't, keep trying. That's how you get there. Thank you, Lloyd. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, and I told you guys what I found out, that a lot of people are being tricked every single day of their lives because they don't understand what's really happening, and they don't understand this coded double talk, forked tongue language. Okay. And that, and the sad thing is, and I'm going to tell you guys, the sad thing is they are laughing at you, because I'm laughing at y'all and I'm on y'all side. So I know they laughing. Okay. I know they're laughing. Mocking. Yes. Very, very much so. Y'all are called cattle, farm animals. Do y'all know that? And even though, okay, there are levels of awareness, and until you get to a certain level to understand the speak everywhere, and until you can hear two messages or three messages in one at the same time, you don't know what they're saying. Um, you said the upgrade has you switching career paths. You didn't realize you was about to sell out. What career path were you on, girl? What career path was that? Sure, have you felt dehydrated? Yeah, I had to drink a lot of water. I haven't felt any pain. I just had to drink. You just got to drink water. Holding down my spirit. What? Anyway, I don't think it's fair to laugh at people either. That's why y'all got to get this knowledge. That's why it has to be almost a priority. It has to be a priority, um, because, and like they said, not everyone's going to wake up, because a lot of people don't even control their own mind. So there will be something to keep them from waking up, you know. But if you just make it a priority and try to resist distraction, then you can take yourself back over, right? You said everybody don't want to wake up. I know everybody doesn't want to wake up. But those who are on here might. They probably do. All right. So yeah, you have the discipline, and instead of asking everybody else, you need to ask yourself, or define things yourself. It's all about becoming independent of other people and what they can teach you. It's how you can teach yourself. Okay. And it's not like you don't need someone to put you in the right direction, but they can't tell you everything. They can point you in the way, but you have to walk. You have to go in that direction. Because they won't be helping you if they do everything for you. And then when they're not around, you still can get fooled, because you never learned. All right. What's the coded language called? I'm trying to understand it. There's no, the serpent language, the forked tongue language, the double talk, the special talk. whatever you want to call it. It's just it's a language of the secret societies. It's the language of the Freemasons. It's the language of the Illuminati. Okay? And you're on the right track if you know how to decode stuff, but then it goes deeper than that. That's why I gave y'all the books to read. I told y'all the book to read. The Murder of Reality. I told y'all, I gave y'all every book. I told y'all how to read, certain books. I gave you keywords to them. I've done video after video, and there's a lot of free books on my Patreon, but the Patreon ain't free. But there's PDFs in there of books. So you have to push yourself to that next level if that's where you want to be. A lot of people have this thing in their head that, tells them, oh, well, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. But sometimes it's too late, or later is now, and it never gets done. So please just become a scientist and a scholar at this point. If you're not one yet. Okay. There needs to be more of those in the world. Back in the old days, in ancient Kemet, everyone was into the arts, knowledge, and what I call scholarship. They were into the knowledge, into all of this. And now it's like, what are you into? Thank you, Jade Brown, Sprinkle Sprinkle. What are we into? What are we doing instead of learning? Like, what is distracting us from getting this knowledge? Why are we being distracted to get this knowledge? Why? Okay. So if you're debating whether to take this seriously or not, just think about every person that you come in contact with. Half of them are a trick. Half of them are there to trick you. I'll just say that. And you don't even know what you're being tricked out of. I'll say that too. Damn, it's right. Ask anybody. They know. Ask the people that know. They know. You're being tricked out of your full ascension in order to help them. Okay. And in the spirit realm. And then, how you say, oh, I'm done. This is my last life. I'm not reincarnating. You might be. Because you've made so many deals. You might be reincarnating for the next million years. What does a barbershop symbolic for? Whatever it says on Google. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not answering any more of y'all's questions that y'all can Google. I'm sorry, but that time is over. But thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting my channel. But I'm doing you a favor. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm doing you a favor by not answering that and allowing you to go seek the answer. Because I could tell you something totally wrong and you'll run with it. And I'm trying to help you avoid that in the future with other people who are not for your best interest. Okay. For real. You had a dream where the skies turned purple. A lot of people were freaking out saying it was over, but some people say that they were celebrating. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's true. The sky was all purple. There were people running everywhere. Okay. Yes, do y'all's homework, baby. Don't ask because you might not get the answer that you really want. Gamma ray energy. No, so make sure that you become a student and a researcher from this point on. Don't ask people silly stuff you can Google because they're going to deem you dumb and they're going to try to take advantage of you. You'll just be pointing yourself out as a target. I appreciate you, love and infinite queen, and you. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate that. Try not to be so needy towards others for intellectual help. Try to ask for, try to be more independent when it comes to understanding things and researching. What I like about you is you help us, but also leave the work for us to do. Yeah. Sprinkles, because if you don't do the work, you'll never ascend. Like you'll never get it. You'll never understand it. It'll just be like a handicap to you instead of helping you grow. Switch your business to church school. No paying taxes anymore, girl. That was I might next year. She was too late now. I might next year though. I almost did today. I was like, maybe I should I'm gonna switch it to a school next year. It's gonna be called something school. I don't know yet. What does the shift mean for dating and relationships? Nothing. If you ask an that question, it don't mean nothing. It means nothing. People who are awake and people who are not awake, they're probably just not going to talk as much anymore. That's all. Shift your partner. If you're one of those people that need interaction with someone, then it probably may affect your relationship. But if you don't care, then it probably won't affect anything. Like me, I don't care. Like whatever. So just don't talk. I just won't talk to certain people that don't understand what I'm saying, unless I'm trying to put them to sleep. Night. They're already half sleep anyway, so you might as well put them all the way to sleep. I started to just be quiet and keep it to yourself. Because they're not trying to get there. Anyone else seeing full circle rainbows consisting of magenta, cayenne, and yellow around light sources? I haven't been looking, but I'll let you know if I do. Like my mother always says, consider the source, right? So some people also try to help the masses as well who are unaware to do certain things. And they may not tell you the whole truth in order to get you to participate in certain things. They might not be telling you why they're doing certain things because it would take too long to explain to people that aren't fully aware. But they talk and double talk to other people that are aware so that they know why what's being done is being done. And they kind of watch out for you guys in a way who aren't fully aware. They kind of watch out for you in a way and try to help you out a little bit by getting you to do certain things at certain times, even though you don't know why. But then at the same time, there's other people that are against you that are also doing the same thing. And so that's why you need to figure this out and learn it. The government, a lot of the stuff that goes on in the government and on the media and stuff, you know, free will to turn on or off the TV. You know how a lot of celebrities say they don't allow their children to watch TV or they don't watch TV? It's because a lot of things are put there to influence you to do something that, or sing something, or say something, or agree to something that will basically trap your energy or have you reincarnating over and over and over as a body for different energies. Okay, so that's why they try to help you, and some don't. Okay, so what does ringing in ears mean? Yeah, it'll probably stop soon because we just shifted. So even in ratchet reality TV shows, they're given certain lines to say as well, whether you know it or not. It's not random. It's not off the top of their head. It is definitely written in there. Hmm. Okay, and another thing that I figured out while on my little break is that if you got the shift, you should be focusing on who you are more. You should be focusing on yourself more, learning who you are in a deeper meaning of self. You have to understand your connection to all of this. You got to understand who you are, why you are here. That's what you're supposed to be doing right now. Right after that shift, you're supposed to be figuring out who you are and what you're supposed to be doing. Um, what made me believe in reincarnation? Not a thing. I've done it. I don't have to believe. I've done it. So, like I said, a lot of people have a long way to go, and if you don't believe in reincarnation, please don't accept anything free from anybody. Don't pay $9.99 for anything, especially if you are humiliated. Okay. So I'm just letting you guys know that. That's all. I mean, that's what I can tell you, because if you have to go do the research and start reading and learning all those books that I'm telling you guys about. Um, because at one point, it's not going to be beneficial not to know something. Um, mhm. All right, so so a lot of people will use certain people. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Some people will take one person who may seem awake. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Have them on a show to show the people that are really awake how sleep this quote unquote awoke person is. Okay, and I'm not even playing with you. That's all I'm gonna say. Some people will invite someone on a show who is deemed awake to show the people who are really awake how asleep that person truly is. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? Y'all think I'm playing. To expose them, exactly, to the ones who know. You got it. Y'all will figure it out soon. Just go back and watch what you think I'm talking about, and you'll see. That saying, real recognize real. Yep. I've seen that, and they take the pie. So embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Um, just get your info and get your info. I gave you the keys in this video. And that's all you got to know. And like that's why so many people, if you do your own research, you would have known that too. Because nobody told me that. Nobody told me. I didn't ask no questions. I just did my work. Who can I ask? I have no one to ask. I'm just going to tell you guys that I have nobody to ask. I can't ask nobody because most of the people that I know don't have any answers for me. And other people, they may have some, but they don't have enough. So that's why I had to go do what I had to do and learn for myself because I couldn't ask people and they may not have told me if they did know. Just your eyes got to be open to understand the 9.99 thing, okay? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open them real wide and look at it for a long time. Just stare at the number for a long time. It'll start to make sense in a second. I promise. Their research is flawed. That's why they need you. You know, they need to unflaw their research. But I guide. I don't give the answers. I just give you keys so that you could go out and do the rest of the research. I will tell you one thing though, and it was always written, but I'll just tell you guys this: go watch. Listen very carefully, okay? Open your ears. Go watch a video called I don't know what the name of it is, but just search this: China and McClain leads Black Lightning. Go watch that video. It's recent. And what she's saying in that video is double talk. There was a certain group of people working for another group of people undercover. And now that undercover group is working for us. Okay. Oops. There you go. Just go watch the video. You'll get it. This new documentary came out crazy, not insane, very good as well. Okay, yep. Sounds interesting. I'll check it out. I feel good. So yeah, the China Anne McClain leaving Black Lightning because she's on the show Black Lightning. Just go. She has on a hoodie. That's how you know it's the right video. She got on a hoodie, so go find it. Remember, pay attention to clothing. Pay attention to words and names. Okay, this is how they convey messages. Everything means something. Understand that, okay? Clothing, names, words, titles, it all means something. Do your research. I don't do readings. I don't do readings anymore because, again, it makes people too reliant on something instead of themselves. Mm-hmm. Um, what about the red-haired woman turning 91 who got the vet? 10, 1, the beginning, the end. Okay. Um, do I practice sexual absence? Yeah, I sure do. I'm married. Okay. In China, her shirt looks like a chest. Yep, that's it. You got the video. She said she was going. Yep, go. Yep, that's it. Y'all got it. Ooh. Hold on, I have a message from. Hmm? Mm, Sasha's. She's nothing. Okay, so yeah, I was saying that yeah, her video saying that she's going to do God's work and she's not going to do Black Lightning anymore. All right. So if y'all understand what that means, Black Lightning, decode that. Mm-hmm. Um, no one's allowed to talk about. Yeah, Allie is correct. You're not supposed to talk about certain things unless you support it. Okay. Nope. Black lightning. Keep going. What is lightning? Plasma. Yes. Keep going. Black plasma. What is her name? I'm going to show y'all how to connect dots. This China and McLean. What is her name? China? Black plasma? She's not going to be working for that show anymore. She's got her own production company. She's only working for God, doing God's work now. Okay. Look what color she has on. It's like a creamy yellow and black color, which, yellow, China. Okay. Understand. This is how the messages are given. It also says that China went to the moon and are bringing back the first lunar rocks in, I don't know how long, whatever. You know what lunar rocks are? Come on. Think it's common sense. Lunar rocks, stones. What is crystal, stones, rocks? Yes, come through. Yes, this is how you decode. Y'all have to keep going. Y'all can't just stop at the first meaning. You have to keep going until it makes sense all the way. Moonstone, mind, pineal gland, crystals, moon, holy. What is holy? The moon represents the spirit, right? The conjunction that's getting ready to happen. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. What is the Holy Spirit? It's represented by the moon, right? In this aspect. So what is the Holy Spirit? If it's the moon. Y'all got to do more research. Become a scientist. It's about the enlightenment and the DNA of people that are mixed, that have this DNA and this DNA and this DNA and that DNA. They are the 2-in-1. That's why the eclipse is happening. Now it's the 3 within 1, which is the 4. Okay. So it's the 3 within 1, which makes the 4th kind. And that's what they're working on. But it wouldn't, if you're not a student of this, it won't make sense. That's why you have to become one. Like, you really got to start to study if you want to understand this. There are simple things you can understand, like the basic stuff. But we're living in the current time, and we have to keep up with it spiritually over here on this channel. This is a current spiritual channel that keeps up with what's happening right now, not some stuff that is not about, that is not necessary at this time. Okay. You can start learning how to decode. You can start learning symbolism. You can start looking up every definition. You can look up colors. You can just start reading all the books that I recommend. The Murder of Reality, the Kabbalion, any book on hermetics. Just get everything you can get. Just get all the knowledge you can get. Just start reading wherever you're led. Okay. That's the best thing I can tell you. If y'all can recommend some books to her or him, I didn't see their name. Please do in the comments. It's just, you got to become a student. Like, y'all think like, okay, here's what I do. When I'm done with this, I'll go wait to pick up kids. But while I'm in the car rider line, I'll be researching. I'll have my books. I have my notebook and my pen, and sit there. Instead of sitting there on my phone, I'm sitting there learning. And at night, when people are watching TV, I'm in another room with my books and my notebook learning. And I might post every now and then on Instagram in between, but I'm learning. I always have books with me. I always have notebooks. I have dozens of notebooks filled with information. This is how you have to become. This is going to be your life if this is the path you're going to be on. Mm-hmm. It's a lifestyle. Exactly. And now some people, it's not a lifestyle, and they just know certain things, and they use only those certain things that they know. But if you want to see more, if you want to see it all, if you want to become a master at it, if you want to learn it so well that you can do a lot of other things, then why you become a student. Okay. Do you have a list of books you recommend? Just go to my YouTube channel and type in books under my videos, and whatever books I recommend is going to be on some of those videos. There might be 2 or 3 book recommendations videos. There might be 2 or 3 videos, but definitely if you're a beginner, definitely start with a book of symbolism and Complete Idiot's Guide to Alchemy. Start with those 2 in the Kabbalion. Start with those 2, 3. because the other stuff's going to be too advanced for you. Mm, you glad I woke up? I'm glad. I mean, I was awake, but I was not as aware. I'll say that. I was awake, but I was not particularly aware of certain people. And now I am. I think what my eyes opened to the tricksters out there. Okay. I think that was my upgrade, to see people for who they are, and also to see words and information for what it is. Call me over for study night. We can do the research together. That I don't like being distracted. I'm so sorry. But thank you for the invite. Or you wanted me to invite you? I like to be by myself. Unless I can teach that person. Like Sasha's always sitting next to me, my daughter. And whenever I learn something, I tell her. That's how she knows so much. I'll do all the hard research, and then I'll tell her. I'll convey it to her, so she can understand what she's seeing. Because she's always next to me. Mm-hmm. So the diet thing. Okay, so I think here's another thing. I'm not sure though. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not sure if the fact that a lot of people did not awake at this time. I'm not sure why, but it could have something to do with your frequency, whether you got that upgrade or not. Um, so if you felt like you got an upgrade, that's wonderful. If you didn't, try to heighten your frequency, because like I think you can still receive a lot of that energy right now. Okay. So try to upgrade that energy, try to get that frequency up so you can get some for real. Hmm. Now, you have to be careful sometimes about doing certain things at certain times. Okay. You have to be careful about doing certain things at certain times. Like, think about this for 1 second. Right now, and there's a bunch of energies and spirits roaming the earth looking for bodies. Do you really want to be leaving yours? Mm-hmm. Um, I'm just gonna put that out there. People have been exposing the hell out of themselves. Let me see. This year, I watch who people have in their peripheral friends. Mm-hmm. So I've noticed a lot of YouTubers that are also being told. I don't know if they're being told what to do, because I can't imagine them knowing this stuff. And if they do, oh well. But I noticed a lot of people will send you certain things. They will send YouTubers certain things. Now, this has nothing to do with YouTube. This is companies and brands. They will send you certain things at certain times to promote to people. And it could just be as simple as symbolism to the subconscious mind. It could be something that, you know, is pushing a certain agenda that is needing people at this time. And so I kind of noticed that. And I won't take those offers sometimes because I know what time it is. And some people I noticed, they do take those offers, or they allow Some people will offer free or discounted services to you. Like, oh, let me take your YouTube channel and manage it, and we'll edit it in A, B, C, and D for you. But what they're going to do is they're going to use their agenda to edit certain things, to put certain colors in there, tell you to what certain topics to do in A, B, C, and D. So I always tell them, no, I don't need no YouTube manager. Bye. But we can help grow your channel. I said, I don't care. I'll stay at a lower number as long as I need to, because that means those people are really getting the benefit. I don't say this to them, but this is what I'm thinking. You can't help me grow in number because it's fake numbers. You see, if I've been offered every week for the last couple of months to take my YouTube channel and redo it and manage it to get more viewers for free or for a cheap price or something like that. I'm like, no, you ain't finna do nothing to my YouTube channel. I like it just the way it is. I'm not finna do all of that extra stuff because I'm too lazy. That's the one thing. I'm too lazy. And plus I'm not putting my words in another person's care that I don't know. I'm not going to allow somebody to alter my information. Even if it brings me more subscribers. Okay. I don't care. And people always ask me, I don't consider myself famous at all because I'm on YouTube. That's not fame. Unless you make it fame. I don't do YouTube for fame. Shoot. If I did, I'd try to be all like extra and act like I was famous or something. Right. So you said I ain't thirsty. Yeah, I ain't thirsty. Shoot. You like me if you do. If you don't, oh well. I guess that's the good part of not caring, right? I could never understand the need for fame. I've seen so many people chase it, want it. I could never see the allure of it. That's all I can tell you. Like, why do you want to be followed by the paparazzi? Can't go nowhere. Why do you want everybody to know who you are? Why do you need other people to tell you that you're great and wonderful? If you already know who you are, then you don't need that. You don't need fame. You can be famous to yourself. They have companies now that can print you a giant poster of yourself. You can hang it on your wall. Okay, you can be famous to yourself because you don't need other people. And I understand that if you are famous for a good reason, to wake up the people, and you want to take on that burden, it is a burden, then do it. But they trick you though. Like, they trick a lot of people into fame, and they trick a lot of these entertainers, and these entertainers they don't know any better. And when they agree to something, they don't know what they're really agreeing to. When they find out what they're really agreeing to spiritually, that's when they have that decision to make, whether to use their fame to wake up people or to get more fame. And that's why you've seen a lot of celebrities in the past 1 or 2 years kind of fall off or get blacklisted and have to go work the sidelines in order to, maintain their artistry, I'll say. Because when they figure certain things out, they don't want to participate in it anymore. Mm-hmm. Um, did somebody offer me a deal? Psst. They don't offer you a deal. They offer you something you don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I always say no anyway. Because I don't like people handling me. You know, I know what I'm doing. So they might have tried, but I wouldn't have realized it because I kept telling them, no, I don't need y'all. That's why I could be on this, I could be here for all these years. And, sometimes, and I don't want to get in too deep into it, but I don't like people having control over what I do, period. I can't have a boss. I don't care. I can't have a boss. I couldn't even have a boss for real when I was young. So I already know I couldn't do that. I could, because you said women these days don't read books. You are one of the unique ones. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Cryptonomics. So I can't have a boss. I learned that at 21 and 20 and 19 and 18 and 17 and 16. I can't have a boss. I could never keep a job when I was young because I can't have a boss. I can't do what people tell me to do when they tell me to do it. I do it when I feel like it. That's how I do. So that's why I could never really, work for other people or let people manage my anything. All right. When you realize you don't listen, right? And some people will see it as opportunity. Oh, this is my big break into the. I've been offered to be on TV shows that I've turned down. Nope, thanks, bye. I've been offered to be on television. Oh, thanks. Sorry. Um, I've turned that down several times. I don't care to be on TV. I'm on TV when I put the YouTube channel and switch it to the television. I can see myself on TV just like that. Thank you, Miss A. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Sheila. Do you worry that they might try to silence you, like if you perceived as a threat? No, I don't think so. If they do, then that's even worse than silencing me. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like you don't target people that aren't doing something worth looking into. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they can't really. They might try, but it would be the same thing as it would just be putting more attention. So, and right now, like I told you guys, it's the time to reveal. You're going to see everybody start telling. Everyone's going to start revealing stuff. You'll see. He says she has the personality. I could see her on TV. Yep. Tell lies vision. Thank you, level up goddess, sprinkle, sprinkle. When I watch TV and then people offer me to be on TV and I see how scripted it is and I see how they make you say certain things and you may not realize it, but they'll say, well, use this wording instead. It's better. Or here, wear this, or here, they'll switch you up so much thinking that they're helping you to look better and sound better. But what they're really doing is putting words in your mouth and pushing a message through you for their agenda. And you won't even realize that you have participated in it until you learn, So they could have me up there doing some crazy stuff that I don't even know what it means because they say, oh, yeah, it's just going to be for the entertainment value. They'll tell you all that. And then at the end of the day, you go and you learn and then you look back and you be like, I would have never done that if I understood what it really meant. So that's why I never even agreed to do it at all. Because, like, I ain't gonna do that. And plus, a lot of times people edit your words and have them like not like you meant them, or they'll try to make a fool of you and make you look stupid in order to offer you a way to redeem yourself after you've lost followers. So I don't play games like that. I could recognize game from a mile away. Okay, so I don't even accept to play the game. I'm like, y'all ain't stupid. I'm not stupid. So be careful when you're accepting things. Make sure you're in full control of whatever you accept. Full control. If you are not in full control of anything that is an opportunity, do not accept it. That's all I can tell you. I could see you directing, making movie to educate with code. I would definitely. Yeah. Hmm. Do you believe in smudging with sage? That is the most basic question ever. Sage, what it does is purifies the air, like as well. It takes bacteria out of the air. Um, the natives use sage to clear spirits. So, if you are a native and if you live in America and where natives practice this, and spirits have certain energies and plasmas and whatnot, it may help ward out off. Open a window. Open a window when you do it, though. Okay. Did I talk about the Galactic Federation being confirmed already? They've been here, baby. They've been here a long time ago. And yes, confirmation is good because it's the time to reveal it. And the Federation, I don't like to call it that. I don't know why they call it that. It sounds corny to me, but sounds very corny. I don't like that name. For some reason, that name don't resonate with me. Anyway, um, a lot of these energies that are trapped here on the planet work through humanity in order to leave. ET go home. Like we're helping ET get home. Thank you, Karen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, y'all understand that? We help ET get home. Y'all understand now? When certain souls die, and there are certain energies within them that hitches rides, that helps ET get out to the ethers because they're trapped. Okay. We help ET get home. And ET takes over the world through mind control to make it the agenda to get them home. Okay? So they work through the whole world. They work throughout people's brains and direct them to do things that they don't even realize they're doing in order to get home. It's like using these people as a way home. And if they can brainwash this person to brainwash that person, and if they're in that person over there and that person walks up to this person and doesn't know why and introduces themselves and say, hey, Let's go get to know each other better. All that, everything that you're doing is part of their plan to go home. Okay? You might have married your husband as part of the alien plan to get home. Just think about that for a second. Manipulation, that's right. So, aliens have been here and they've been controlling your brain, their brain, my brain, everybody's brain, in order to figure out how to get home. And so now that they've kind of figured it out, there are some that have only been trying to get home, and there are some that have been making deals on the side and abusing the power. You know what I mean? Thank you, Karen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, just like anything, there's always going to be an abuse of power. But there are some people that don't want these energies to leave. And did I say thank you, Karen? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And so they kind of suppress some of the energies and some of the people and some of the frequencies by food, influence and stuff like that to keep them from fulfilling certain things. Okay, so there you go. But now that shift has occurred, it's woken so many people up and expelled the energies that were kind of keeping them down, are blinded in a way, so that they can now expose, certain things and certain people who have been abusing certain powers, so that they want to tell people why everything is how it is. They just want to get home, basically. They'll help me get home. But the masses have been dumbed down for so long, they don't think they're ready. They don't think they're ready to understand the truth. They don't understand that they're looking up for literal flying saucers. They're looking for something to come out of the sky. But they've been here. So the reason why they don't think humanity is ready to understand what's been going on is because they can't even grasp simple things. So they figure the best way to get their mission done is just not even to tell them, just to give them a little clue and a hint, and to tell a few, And once the few know, maybe they can translate or convey it to the others, but they can't just come out and just give it all straight up because people won't believe it. They're still stuck in the literal. They're still stuck in the what you can see with your eye. Thank you, Nick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I've met aliens before. I've asked where they come from. They said they came from the sun. It was odd. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate it. And the thing is, thank you, Nick. If you don't have a certain frequency and you try to leave this planet, you may get, disintegrated. You may destroy yourself. So that's why they need a ship out. We are the ship. We are the spaceships. Our bodies are the ships. Okay. So we are the ships. And if you look deep into any type of ancient Egyptian stories, you'll always see a ship. They'll call people sailors, Navy. That's why Rihanna calls her group the Navy. You'll see a lot of things pointing to ships and navies and captains. It's because we are the ship. We are the Navy fleet, because the cosmos is also known as the sea. And there's only certain people that can get on the sea in the ship. So yeah, Noah's Ark, ships, Navy, that's us. Yeah, Drake going home. Just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Yep, that's right. What do I do for insomnia, panic attacks, and mental emotional anguish triggered heavily at night? You need to do some breathing exercise. You got a bunch of stuff up inside you. Breath work. You need to exhale them spirit. Go exercise. Go exercise a lot. Like literally, go to the gym and just exercise a lot, or go run. Go run around your block. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not even joking. Go run around. Like, you need to breathe a lot. That's what I'm saying. Whatever causes heavy breathing, go do it. I don't care what you do. Just go. Preferably alone. He said yoga is great too. Can't wait to watch the replay. Thank you. This is so crazy. I went for a run like 3 days ago, and whole time I kept spitting out phlegm. Yep, there you go. Get that stuff out. The ectoplasm, get it out. Okay. Go run, baby. Go. Jog, run, get on a treadmill, work out, do whatever that causes heavy breathing, and then you'll feel better. I promise. Vegan will help you. Yeah. Because, okay, think about it. If you have a parasite, and I'm not talking about a literal parasite, but just a spiritual parasite. If you have a spiritual parasite and it's in your body and it works through your cells and it works through your blood and it works through your brain and all that, whatever you eat will help whatever those energies are stay in your body longer or shorter. You understand? If the food is toxic, that remains in your body a long time. So that's what I'm saying. We can get into Michael Jackson a whole nother time. It's too complicated. And the reason why people do certain things is for certain things. You know, people give up certain things in order to do something later. A lot of people plan certain things years and decades in advance. So you got to understand that. Get out. I will tell you this. Get out of emotion. Get out of your emotion. Stop thinking so one-sided on everything. Like, do not think like that anymore, because If you are focused too much on something that's not important to you personally, then you're going to miss the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people will say, "Oh, why did Michael Jackson give up his melanin?" And then they'll be mad. But it has nothing to do with you as an individual. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand it has nothing to do with you as an individual. So the point is people do certain things for certain reasons, especially if they have planned their future already. It's very important to understand that. Um, the reason why the reason why are many reasons, but also at this time, at certain times, certain people would have needed certain things from other people in order to stay focused and to also be aware. And some people give up things to protect themselves. Okay? Think about it. Some people give up certain things to protect themselves from influences. They will possess you unless you change that number on the dial. Now is the time. So he gave it up so that he would not further be possessed with other people's thoughts, energies for him. Can you imagine how many people were targeting him spiritually? I mean, if three people come up to me in a day, offer me some free stuff, and I could see straight through them, can you imagine how many times they were offering MJ stuff because of his melanin? Thank you, Toy Soldier. Sprinkle, sprinkle. $9.99. She didn't offer me $9.99. Thank you, $9.99. Good thing YouTube takes half of that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oops. Actually, yeah, it takes 45% of that. So you got to go redo your math. And don't get nobody $9.99 no more. It's not a good thing. If you do it on purpose, then we know who you are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Right. So they take 45%. If y'all want to give straight to my Cash App, shoot, here you go. But don't send me no $9.99 because there you go. So, but the point is, some people do things to protect themselves because people take advantage of people all the time. Like this person, I don't know if they watch my channel or not, but they probably do. And they sent me an email, and I read their email. It was very coded. I thought, first of all, eyes wide open. Number two, they were selling Black ancestor money, like with Black people on it. Um, they had Michael Jackson on there when he was a little boy on this ancestor money, and they wanted me to promote it to you guys. And I wrote them a letter. I said, I do not believe in putting Black people on no ancestor money and burning it up into the plasma. Sorry, bye. They sent it to me 3 times, talking about, I want to send you some free ancestor money. No, don't send me that stuff. I don't want it. What is your address? HELL. So, yeah, don't do that. Y'all can stop sending me stuff now, okay? I ain't done. Y'all stop emailing me. No, I don't want it. Okay. Just thank you, Alicia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Alicia, send me something. Ooh, another one. Thank you. Cryptonomics $9.91. I appreciate that. Do you study sacred geometry? Um, I began to, but if it wasn't relevant to what was going on at the time, I do have a book on it, Gematria. Thank you, Charlie Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate that. I do have a book on it, Gematria. So I'll probably get more into that, and I have looked at it, but I'm not 100% into it. Not yet. I mean, I got time. Thank you, though, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So, right. So I had to explain to them, and they still kept sending it to me. I don't want to advertise your stuff on my channel. Sorry. I'm not getting ready to give my, you know, uh, you know, y'all understand. And at the same time, everyone has free will, you know. Everybody got free will. They If it's advertised, you don't have to buy it. If it's promoted, you never have to buy it. And because a lot of people will trick you, even in the grocery store, there are foods that y'all are probably eating that say straight up on the label in code what you're participating in. But if you don't know, then you don't know, you know. So a lot of people are just victims just because they don't know. Um you have to be careful with certain products that target specific types of people as well, and look into that. If your stuff, if certain things are being only targeted to a certain group of people, research it, study it hard, okay? Because there's a gimmick, there's a trick. Hmm. You said blacks are the ones they want to remove. No, it's not that they want to remove you, it's that they want to control you. There's a difference. You said Popeye's chicken. Maybe. P-O-P? Pop. Okay, y'all gotta know. Um, just know if it's targeted towards you, they want it, it's there to control. It's there to control you. And if you go get in line to be controlled, well, you volunteered, you signed up. Remember that. Right. TikTok as well. Like, y'all see all the stuff that I found on TikTok? Those of you who follow me on TikTok, I'm the plasma with 2 A's, 7. I'll type it in if y'all go on TikTok. If y'all follow me on TikTok, did I even type it in? I also post some of it on Instagram. There's just pre-recorded excerpts from certain movies or songs or just whatever that are so coded. And then they have these kids that are using that sound, or they're, mouthing the words of whatever it is. And then there's a certain, light or a certain edit that they do that's straight up code. And so you'll have kids participating in messages and they don't even know. Yep, TikTok on the clock, right? But some of it's good though. Like some of the messages are good. So but they don't know what they're doing. That's all. It's like you could be participating in something that you have no idea what you're even doing. And so so the four the fourth kind is a certain type of people that can help ET get home and get up out of here so that everybody can be free mentally. But at the same time, also learn so much. Like in the ancient Mayan days, how they had the quote unquote gods come down and teach them how to do this and do that and build this and build that. And then when those gods left, there were no more structures like that, or, you know, because they left. And then there were some that got trapped. And so that's how we have all these buildings. That's how we have all these, you know, advanced technologies. And so when they leave, when they all go home, when ET go home, then all that knowledge also goes home with it. And the only thing that's left are what's left in stone. That's why they had advanced civilizations back then. Then it kind of went dormant for a while, and then it came back because the intelligence came back. And so once again, they go in and come out, but they use you as a vehicle to get out. And once, they use you as a vehicle to get out and come back. To get out and come back. To get out and come back. Yep. Tahuti. Those. But at the same time, not all of these energies are going to be nice or good at the same time, just like all people ain't good. They may take advantage. They may start their own little side agenda. You don't know. That's the point. So that's why the reveal is going on. It's like the reveal, like who's taking advantage or who's trying to get home. You know. Where can we learn about the secrets of the foods that they use on you? It's not about one particular thing. It's about just understanding the language and the wording and the coloring on products. You already know what it is when you see it. Symbolism, the meaning of certain colors, especially when it comes to race, you just have to open your eyes and just look a little bit extra. That's all I can tell you. Lil, L-I-L, like Lil Wayne or Lil Baby. These rap names, and they call them rappers. No, wait, I can't talk about that. I forgot. But I can tell you what Lil means. Lil, L-I-L. The I is trapped in between two gods. L means God. Okay. L-I-L. Your eye is trapped between two L's, which means you're under them. You got to do what they tell you to do. And the gods could be good or bad. They could be for you or against you. Okay. So L-I-L, the I is trapped between two gods. Okay. Just understand this. It's not Lilith. You said Enlil, right? Exactly. Enlil, Lilith, trapped between the gods, right? Trapped by the devil. Trapped by demons, basically. You got it? Yeah. So there's Enlil, Lilith, Lil. So and when you see the T, that's the cross, that's the freedom. Like you cross into the ethers. You see the T, that's the cross. That's why they don't say little. They say lil. Okay. And baby is the code word that they use for when you're trapped inside of, let's say, a person, like their executive producer. They may be trapped inside of them energetically. And so that's also what it would represent. And they would call themselves pregnant with that energy. And they would be the father or the parent to that energy. That's why his name Lil Baby. Okay? Because he's somebody's child energetically and spiritually. And they control him. So that's how. Now it can be reversed too. You know, Beyonce or Jay-Z, they could have, quote unquote, a child within them, which is an energetic child. And they could be the father of that child. They could take on another artist as a, quote unquote, energetic child so that that artist can, bloom and blossom with the energy and the knowledge of like a Beyonce or a Jay-Z. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing. Most of the time people have to start off as a baby. You know what I'm saying? In that industry. So, and then they have to work their way up to the parent, to the God. And they wear certain colors to show you their current status in in the whole thing. When they're wearing black, if they're black, when they're wearing black, they're ruling themselves. Okay. When they're wearing red or white, they're not being ruled by themselves. They're being ruled by whoever's ruling them, whoever has their energetic baby. Okay. Blue, green, and black are the melanated colors. Red, yellow, and white. Yellow's in between, but red and white are the Caucasian colors. Okay, so look very carefully when you see people who are in the entertainment industry. I'll say that. Watch people who are in the entertainment industry, because like regular people don't know any better. Like you guys wouldn't know what color to put on. Y'all don't know if y'all have something in you or not, so you wouldn't know. But when you're in the entertainment industry and you're purposely posting certain pictures, that's what they're showing. Okay. So I gotta go. I have to go pick up only the children of Isis, Ra, and El will be returning to the fifth realm. Bible even states that only those from where we will be going back. Everyone else is a 3D construct clone. Yeah. Yep, the children. Those who are under their control and under their guidance and under their blessing as well. You know? Not the literal children, but also the spiritual children. Because remember when I told you guys there was a difference between Christians and followers of Christ? Christos beings, the crystalline. So it's two different people. So the children would represent the spiritual children, not the DNA children, because those same DNA children could be somebody else's baby. You know what I mean? Some of their energy is trapped inside of someone else. So unless that person is also a spiritual baby of another, um, melanated person, oops. So that's what it is. But at the same time, that's why you shouldn't really be making deals that you don't understand. And everybody always tells you the entertainment industry is not what you think it is. And so many people are rushing to get famous. And that is the lure. That's how they get you because you want to be famous. You want to be famous. So I don't think the average person wants to be famous, which is a good thing. Thank you, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I didn't say thank you earlier. So if, people just focus on what you want to do in life and just make your goals and plans to do that and don't worry about fame because you become basically a slave trying to free yourself when you're famous. As you can see, Kanye and Prince had to go through all of that. Some people do it without showing it or telling you, and they try to make it look good. But that's not what it is. Okay? If y'all just really knew the depths of it, y'all wouldn't want to be famous at all. Just be famous to yourself and your family. That's all you got to do. Be famous to you and your family, your kids, or whoever close to you. Okay? That's all you need to be famous for. Those people. I never wanted to be famous. Okay. Good. I think a lot of the celebrities are showing you that it's not all that. I mean, if you think about it, once you reach a certain point of money, you can't buy yourself anything else. Like, what else I'm gonna buy? So it doesn't fulfill you at the end because it's more of a nuisance and a trap. So and once you have money, there's nothing else you can buy. Once you've been on a yacht, once you've been to this country and that country, what else is there to do? Where else is there to go? Once you've slept with every type of dream girl or dream man or whatever, what else is there to sleep with? Okay. Once you've done all of that, then what? So that's why. Let's see more. Once you build a spaceship, reverse the word Mars. And I gotta go. Reverse the word, take off the S though. Ram. Okay. A lot of these words are reversed when they're written out, and you have to reverse them and read them. So, Ram, Aries, Ram. There you go. You are, but a lot of stuff doesn't mean what you think it means. So, okay, now look at devil and look at devil backwards. Look at the word devil backwards. Remember, it's the mirror. Look at the mirror, man in the mirror. You're going to need a mirror. Okay. Thank you, Wishing on a Star. Please recommend a safe drinking water. Just get you a water purifying system in your house. I don't know any safe drinking water because I don't sit there at the factory and look what they put in it. Invest in a water purifier. Even if it's a hand one, whatever. Look at the word lived. It's lived. Exactly. Lived. That means some. What is lived backwards? If you're going to live backwards, what does that really mean? Death. Dead. The dead. Mm-hmm. That's why Bruno made his name Bruno Mars, because Bruno means brown, which means he said he's a brown devil or brown living dead, which means he's mixed, or he's a mixed, right? He's a four. He's the fourth kind. So he's a brown devil, a brown ram. He can get out. Okay. That's how you have to decode. Okay. You start looking at stuff reversed, start looking at stuff in the middle. Just look closely. Look up the etymology in that book that I told you about. In the back, there's different etymologies in it, but you can just look it up on Google if you know how. But the book, Murder of Reality. And they name it Murder of Reality. It's because once you read that book, everything you thought was real everything you thought was true or real will reveal itself, and that will be the murder of the false reality that you were blinded by. But you have to know code to even understand the book. You got to be a researcher before you even read that book, because you will have to research while you read that book. That's why I suggest all those other things first. You can read it if you want to and see what you get out of it, but I definitely think if you're not a researcher, you won't get it. You need to research while you're reading that book at the same time. But I have to go, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. What about the Christmas special? Every religion, everything in government, everything has it, okay? That's why you need eyes. Our religions have it. If you are in a religion, you part of it too. Okay? Just understand that. Every religion is part of it. There's not one that ain't. And it doesn't matter. Here's the point. It's nothing to scare you. The whole thing is just to know and to understand so that you are not taken advantage of. That's all you need to know. That's the only reason you need to know. So you don't get taken advantage of, or your kids don't get taken advantage of. And they need to know. That's why they really need to know. Even those stupid bot calls that you don't even know who they are and they just call your phone, those are also tricks. Spiritual tricks. Don't even answer them. If you like, when I joke with them, like, I don't know if y'all ever see me answer one of those calls. I'll joke with them, but I'll never accept anything. So, watch out. I'll see y'all later. Bye.